Alright, so another message from Jesus. This is called Tell About Christ and the Cross. Friends, when I came and told you the mystery that God had shared with us, I didn't use big words or try to sound wise. In fact, while I was with you, I made up my mind to speak only about Jesus Christ, who had been nailed to a cross. At first, I was weak and trembling with fear. And when I talked with you or preached, I didn't try to prove anything by sounding wise. I simply let God's Spirit show His power. That way you would have faith because of God's power and not because of human wisdom. We do use wisdom when we speaking to people who are mature in their faith, but it wasn't the wisdom of this world of its rulers, who will soon disappear. We speak of God hidden in mysteries, wisdoms that God decided to use for us glory long before the word began. The rulers of this world didn't know anything about this wisdom. Even if they had known about it, they would not have nailed the glorious Lord to a cross. But it is just as the scriptures say. What God has planned for people who love Him is more than eyes have seen or ears have heard. It was never even entered our minds. God's Spirit has shown you everything. His Spirit finds out everything and even what is deep in the mind of God. You are the only one who knows what is in your own mind. And God's Spirit is the only one who knows what is in God's mind. But God has often given us spirits. That's why we didn't think the same way that the people of this world think. For real. Knows what God's mind, but God has given us spirit. That's why we don't think the same way that the people of this world think. That's also why we can recognize the blessings that God has given us. Every word we speak was taught to us by God's Spirit, not by human wisdom. And this same Spirit helps us teach spiritually things and spiritual people. That's why only someone who has God's Spirit can understand spiritual blessings. Only one who doesn't have God's Spirit thinks that these blessings are foolish. People who are guided by the Spirit can make all kinds of judgments, but they cannot be judged by others. The scriptures ask, how has anyone ever known the thoughts of the Lord?